Hi, Spencer Cheap Pops, you're on the air.
Silicon Steve Valley, Vladi Dottie, we are here and we are High Spots and Cheap Pops, talking the very best of professional wrestling in the world today. And we go into the next day with he and Drew McIntyre, which absolute banger of an opener. They probably overuse the finishers a little too much. I think I counted 7 finishers in this match, maybe 8.
Yeah. I did love how the match opened with a Claymore, though.
Yeah. And also, great. And you're building that again. Seth is already battling against a rested, red-hot Drew McIntyre, who already is a great worker, one of the best big man workers in the business. And they go out and have a good old-fashioned banger with Seth and continuing to sell everything. No bullshit. It was a straight-up fight. Drew McIntyre won, getting his first victory in 3 shots in a championship match against Seth Rollins. And Seth with tears in his eyes at the end of it. And by the way, what is Drew McIntyre? You're not focused on this match. You're not focused on the championship. And we said that. Seth said he's like number 6 on his priority list. Seth said that. So he knew McIntyre was going to win, but the way he did it and the respect that Rollins and McIntyre had at the end of that match, here you see another, as we go away, Seth crying his eyes out after he lost, saying, "You fucking deserve it, man," to Drew McIntyre. And Seth now, yes, his lack of focus on Drew McIntyre costs him his championship match. The way he was beaten over and over again by The Rock and Roman Reigns, all played in to Seth Rollins giving the already one of the biggest sacrifices you can do, losing your championship belt. Let's see if that's the only thing. And honestly, Vladi, I wasn't even sure we were going to see Seth Rollins the rest of the night. I really wasn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how they were going to book this. And then we go to the main event, which early, the crowd was so into this match.
Yeah.
That's what everyone was waiting for all weekend. This was the big thing. I don't know if there was ever been over since maybe Rock Austin has, and maybe if you want to say Rock Cena, I don't believe so, but I don't remember a main event that I was looking forward to so much. I kind of wanted the main event. I was waiting for the main event when Rhea and Becky were on. I wanted Cody and the Roman. And the main event starts and a couple finishers, what have you. Good, solid match. Again, working the crowd beautifully. Roman is talking that shit like he always does. Cody is, kind of a vanilla baby face who eventually the crowd will turn on.
Yeah.
But the love and the want to see him win this match was there the entire time. Then, of course, then just as you and I predicted, Vladi, Jimmy comes out, then Jay comes out. Yeah. Solo comes out, and then we both said Cena's going to come out.
Yeah.
And at this point in time, now you're starting to feel like, okay, what's happening now? Obviously, we know what happens after that. As John Cena takes care of Solo, getting some redemption from when Solo took him out a couple months ago. The final boss comes down and meets one of his biggest rivals. Rock bottom, Cena's done. Rock's yelling, get out of the Rock's ring.
Yeah.
And then you're thinking, okay, he takes the belt off, and then what do we hear? Seth freaking Rollins once again.
Yeah.
But this time, the Shield music hits just like it did in the Royal Rumble, Vladi. Just like it did. The one person, the one man that could ever get Roman to lose sight. And it looked like with a steel chair, Seth was going to come attack The Rock. No. Roman Reigns out of nowhere, Superman punch, but Reigns is still down. He's still out. And now The Rock is going to take it to Cody Rhodes like no one ever else has before. Again. We all wanted to hear the glass shatter, and I think I text you, well, the next best thing happened. We hear a dong, Rock's looking around, lights go out again.
And the gong got such a pop. I was like, here we go. I didn't expect it. You didn't expect it.
No.
And bring out the dead man. Carry on.
I don't know why they didn't have Austin, but obviously Austin might have had a pre-commitment or couldn't do it. Because there's no way you're picking the Undertaker over Austin, but the Undertaker pop he got, and the part of the match, because also he used his mystic shit where magically he disappeared and The Rock got pushed to the outside magically. Yeah. The Undertaker used his mystic scariness Spooky. Choke slams The Rock, bringing you back. And the one thing you can say is The Undertaker has a great history with The Rock. I'm sure he's wrestled him on television alone dozens and dozens of times in his career. And then you go back, he still has a connection with Roman. Roman was only the second person to take The Undertaker out at WrestleMania. So The Undertaker still had that to go. So The Undertaker actually makes a ton of sense, even though we weren't expecting it. As The Rock goes to hit him with the belt, choke slam to hell, lights go out, and then 3 men left in the ring. And you can take over from here, but 3 men left in the ring. The most appropriate part of this story, the 3 men who built this storyline from the ground up. Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. Go ahead, Vladi.
Yeah, and it brings me back to the quote as to when Seth Rollins was looking to go and sell his services, if you will, to Cody. He said, when it comes to fighting the Bloodline, when it comes to fighting The Rock, when it comes to fighting Roman Reigns, there's only one man who is uniquely suited to be your Shield. And basically, the Shield's music hits. And the genius of that, too, is the place is so large. There's so many people. Where is he coming from? Adds to the chaos. And, of course, there was those that were thinking, is Dean Ambrose coming back? Whatever the case might be. Of course, it's not. You and I knew that. And then all of a sudden, Seth shows up in the ring, fully in the Shield attire, and basically Roman, with a chair in his hand, has the option to hit Cody or hit Seth. And what did he do? He went to go hurt the one that hurt him the most. And that was Seth. And Seth took the chair shot. That move totally cost Roman the title.
And the chair shot was so reminiscent of the chair shot Seth to Roman almost a decade prior.
Yes.
Wow.
It was just, and that, this is long-term storytelling. That nobody else can even attempt, such as this crew and then Triple H. And it was just a thing of beauty. And the fact that Seth Rollins, as the character that we're seeing in this federation, and that he lost his title to McIntyre, mainly because he wasn't paying him any mind, because he had bigger fish to fry. It was his title was a sacrificial lamb, really. Yeah. And then you have him being injured, banged up, and promising this to Cody, and he actually followed through. And the architect actually helped burn down the Roman Empire.
Yeah, and it was such a beautiful part, because we always said Seth should be part of this, because and how did he do it? He was the only man during the entire Roman run, the only man to get Roman to think outside of the control and the methodical, pragmatic, smart, and vicious crime boss that Roman was. The only guy to get him thinking outside of his comfort zone has been Seth Rollins. And that was the reason, that one last ditch effort for Seth Rollins to fuck with Roman's head with the Shield gear, same exact way. And again, for the second time, Roman loses a singles match because he lost his shit because of Seth frickin' Rollins. And Seth Rollins loses his title. He loses the match, beaten and badly hurt, to where he probably will take some time off now, at least a couple weeks. And he loses literally everything to burn the Roman Empire to the ground. Burn it down, he did. And again, Cody's going to get the belt, and he's going to get the fanfare, and he's going to get the ball as the quarterback, so to speak. But the real hero in this, to your point, I think you said this earlier, the real hero in this is still Seth frickin' Rollins. Thank you so much for watching High Spots and Cheap Pops. For Vladi Dottie, this is Silicon Steve Alley. Hit the subscribe button and let us know what you think. Thank you for watching, and here endeth the lesson.